Hey everyone, welcome back to Rangeland RV's 2022 virtual RV show. In this segment, we're going to be going through some of our luxury end fifth wheels, and stay tuned for a special guest that we have coming on to feature our Cardinal fifth wheel in the next couple of videos here. But let's dive right into it. So starting off, we're going to have a look at our ROCKWOOD signature 8291 RK here. So this floor plan features a beautiful rear kitchen with a nice open mid-living space, and then a bedroom up in the front with a king bed on the slide. Absolutely gorgeous floor plan. We're looking at about 37 feet overall in total length, so not crazy big, but still enough size where you're going to feel that big luxury end fifth wheel. And you're looking just over 10,000 pounds dry weight, so that 3/4 ton truck should be able to handle this completely fine. Now, first thing I want to dive in with you guys on is the construction behind ROCKWOOD, because they do a lot of things that are very unique in our industry. For an example, when we look at the construction in the walls, this is what's called a vacuum bonded coach. So what that means is you have aluminum structure, you're going to have block foam insulation, and then essentially how they're putting it all together is they're putting it under 3,000 pounds of pressure within a vacuum chamber to completely laminate the entire sidewall. But they're not just doing that to your sidewalls. They're going to do that to the rear wall of the fifth wheel. They're also going to do that to all of your slide walls as well, and the most unique part is they're even doing it to their roofs, which is really cool. So what you're gaining out of all of that is a super light but incredibly durable and strong fifth wheel. Now, the other things that I want to dive into is the suspension system on here, which is very unique to ROCKWOOD. It's hard to find it in a lot of larger fifth wheels, but what you're going to find here is an independent rubber ride torsion axle system. And the really cool thing with that is again, you're getting independent suspension on a big fifth wheel like this, which is reducing that road shock from passing back inside your fifth wheel, keeping it protected over time, and it even helps with a little bit of sway factor as well too. Now, while we're on the topic of the suspension and everything and looking down in that area, there's a couple unique parts as well. ROCKWOOD uses a Goodyear tire, so it's not just a no-name tire that we've never heard of before, and they also include tire pressure monitoring systems for those tires, so you can see the temperature and the pressure of the tires real time back inside your vehicle. You know, the #1 cause of accidents by anyone that owns a fifth wheel, travel trailer, RV, you name it, is they fail to check their tire pressure before going on their long trips. And of course, a blowout may occur, causing an accident. So this is something where you can always monitor that part of your trailer while you're going down the highway. Now let's dive into some really cool features. So for an example, up at the very front here, what you're going to see with your ROCKWOOD signature is that turning point style hitch. So if you have that short bed truck and you maybe don't have that sliding fifth wheel hitch, what this is going to allow you to do is actually pivot this around so you can jackknife this fifth wheel into tighter areas without having a sliding hitch or a long box truck. It's a really cool touch. Now, another thing that you're going to notice is the ultimate shine on a ROCKWOOD signature in comparison maybe to a ROCKWOOD Ultralight. And one of the big benefits there is they've actually gone to, I believe it's called a Lamilux 4000 grade fiberglass here. So it has a high gloss gel coat to it. And what that's going to do is help protect that color of this fifth wheel over the years of use. So it's not going to discolor, and of course it just keeps it looking nice over the years. Like you can see on most of ROCKWOOD's products, they use a full fiberglass molded front cap on this. And the benefits to that, of course, guys, is it's wrapping around all 4 seals on the edges and helping prevent any form of deterioration of that seal and water leaks causing delamination. Now follow me around this way while we're talking about some features up front here. I wanted to show you guys one of my favorite features on all of the ROCKWOOD signature products, which is the full automatic leveling system. Keep in mind, this is a mid-profile fifth wheel. It's not that high profile where you see a lot of these electric leveling or hydraulic leveling systems. So it's still fairly rare to see a leveling system on a mid-profile. So nice thing is when you get this into your campsite, you hit that auto level button, it's going to drop all 4 legs down for you, completely stabilizing your coach, so you're not having to run around with a drill or anything like that, and it just gives you that nice planted feel inside your fifth wheel. Now, as we work our way back here, there was a storage compartment up front there that I did miss. There's a 230-pound propane tanks, which is standard on all of ROCKWOOD's signature lines. And then we make our way to the big pass-through storage compartment here, which you could have seen on the other side as well. Now, a couple of things to mention on this side of the coach is you're going to see, of course, lots of storage, but your full docking station here. And I absolutely love this docking station because it's easily it's very user-friendly, I should say. With all the dials here, they have a good diagram of showing you when you're wanting to put it into dry camp mode, or you want to hook up to your city water mode, or even using your winterization setting, dewinterization settings, things like that. So it's very user-friendly, and it's all in one spot, which is really, really nice. Now, you can see there's also some lights on this side too, so if you are working in the dark, you're easily able to see everything. And just beside me here, you're going to see some of your gate valves as well. So looking at the way that pipe's coming out of the bottom of this underbelly, you're going to notice, of course, it is a full enclosed underbelly, which is also insulated, but you also have heated and enclosed gate valves. And the way that they're heating those gate valves, and I should also mention your tanks, is you have 12-volt heat pads on there. So on the inside of your fifth wheel, you can turn on that switch, which is going to electrically heat those pads. And if you're into that, you know, early season or late season style of camping, this would be a great option for you to have. Now, while we're also looking on this side of the fifth wheel as well, I wanted to point out, you can see how the slide is all set up. And going back to that vacuum bonding again, nice solid slide walls here. Just underneath there, you'll also notice the full rack and pinion system that's going to operate this slide out here for you. A lot of mid-profile fifth wheels in this category. You may see Schwintek slides on the side of a big slide out, or even a cable slide, which aren't as heavy duty as a full rack and pinion style like this. So really important stuff to point out here with the ROCKWOOD fifth wheel. Now let's make our way back around the front there, and I'll start talking about some other really cool stuff. For an example, while we're here, we can have a look quickly in this front storage compartment here as well. So you can see they give you a nice handy battery disconnect in there, and of course a spot for dual batteries as well. And the reason why they set you up with a dual battery box in the ROCKWOOD Signature is because even at Rangeland here, we would probably tell you that you should go with a dual 6-volt setup, because one of the really nice features with this particular fifth wheel is it comes fully set up with a 190-watt solar panel on the roof, and it even has a 1,000-watt pure sine inverter standard right from the factory. So having that dual battery box is definitely going to be something you want to take advantage of. Now, here's the other side of that pass-through storage compartment. Couple things to note in here as well. I love how they do this rubberized floor, just helping keeping everything protected in there. You can see, of course, all of that interior aluminum construction with ROCKWOOD too. And just in the far back corner there's that water filter that I am mentioning to you now. So one of the nice things is this has a full inline filtration system, which either cycles the water through that filter from your city water connection or within your holding tanks as well too. So really handy touch there. And of course, when you go to the Signature line instead of the ultralight, you get upgraded into the central vac, which is super handy. And inside that box there, you're also going to get a hose for the central vac as well. Now follow me around this side here. We'll talk about some other cool exterior features just before we jump in there. You can see, of course, nice dual awning setup on this fifth wheel here. And while we're talking about these awnings, a signature feature that you do get is a metal wrap enclosure around those awnings. So what that's going to do is help protect that fabric against any deterioration from the weather, or if you go through a hailstorm, it's not going to hurt that fabric when it's all rolled up, so it keeps everything protected. Now what we're looking at here, guys, is the outside kitchen on this floor plan, and a really nice setup. You're going to have that oversized mini fridge. I guess it's not so mini, it's actually like double the height, and then of course an outside 2-burner cooktop here for you as well, with a little bit of storage above that too. Now working our way along and kind of touching back to that construction as well too, what you're going to find on pretty much almost all of ROCKWOOD's products is the full frameless windows here. These are awesome because it helps protect the seals around the edges of these windows from ever deteriorating from sunlight, wind, and rain. But of course they're tinted and they open from the bottom out too, so you can use them in the rain, and they just look a lot nicer than your standard window. As we work our way along here, every single ROCKWOOD, actually to my knowledge I'm pretty sure it's every single ROCKWOOD, comes with that cast iron griddle that you may have seen in some of our other videos, and you can set that one up right here. Comes with a quick connection for the gas there as well, so you got 2 modes of outside cooking on this fifth wheel. Really handy. Now as we're looking at the back of the fifth wheel here, of course, you have a ladder to get up onto the roof of the trailer. It is a full walkable roof, and you can always get up there, check your seals out and everything, make sure everything's obviously up to spec for that winter season that may be coming along. And then just beside me here, you're also going to have a hot and cold high pressure sprayer, and ROCKWOOD does include that hose for you as well, which is really nice. Let's head inside now and we'll start looking at the interior of this floor plan. So while we're coming inside here, guys, couple things to quickly note. Of course, we have our step above more ride steps. These are all gas strut assisted too, so you can pick them up with one finger. They're super light. Oversized grab handle to get in there, and of course friction hinge door as well too, which is really nice. Keeps it from sliding around in the wind. And if you do get that really heavy breeze, they still end up giving you that little plastic clip here to really secure that door down in place. And I love this, they actually give you a little slingshot for your screen door as well, so you don't have to worry about letting all those mosquitoes in if you forget to close the screen door. Now let's head inside and we'll have a look at the floor plan. So first thing I want to point out to you guys while we're standing right here at the front door is this control panel here. Now a very cool thing that you're going to see across all of ROCKWOOD's products is this is actually a smartphone integrated panel. So what you can do is you can take a picture of this QR scan code, it's going to download the app on your phone, and then you can take a picture of the small scan code there which pairs it up to your trailer. And what you can do from there is operate all your slides, you can operate all your awnings, you can even operate the lights inside and outside of the trailer right from your smartphone device. It's really, really cool stuff, guys. You don't even have to get out of your camp chair to put the awning out anymore. Just below that, you're going to see, of course, like I mentioned, that 190 watt solar panel on the roof. This is the controller here, so you can monitor absolutely everything as well. All right, now follow me into the living room here of the fifth wheel. So a couple things to note as well with your signature floor plans. You're going to see all your windows in your main living areas are going to come with day and night roller shades, and these are the MCD blinds too as well, so they're really great quality. Now just below all of these windows here, you'll also find your theater style sofa, and ROCKWOOD switches it up a little bit from everybody else, which I personally really like, is instead of having the buttons here extending the leg for you, what they've done is they've put in adjustable lumbar support so you can really get comfy in that chair. And of course they still do recline out for you, so you can get extra comfortable. Now in the middle there you do have some phone chargers, some plugins as well too for your devices, and then just across from that a hide-to-bed sofa, so if you do have some additional guests coming to stay with you, you can easily pull this one out into a bed for you as well. Now right across from this couch, I love this part, is they've strategically put this TV in a perfect place for your sitting area, so you're not looking on an angle or anything like that if you're seated comfortably in those theater chairs. And another nice little touch is they've actually put your TV on a swing arm, so all of this space back here, which is usually wasted, is now all opened up, so you can store like a bunch of extra belongings in behind that TV instead of wasting that space. Now underneath there we do have our really nice sound bar to give you that premium audio at your campsite, and then underneath that your full entertainment system, which of course is Bluetooth, AM, FM capable, and you can even use it as a DVD or CD player as well. Fireplace, which you've seen in I'm sure a lot of other trailers, but this one here is a 5200 watt BTU, or 52 BT, holy, I can't get it right here. 5200 BTU electric dry heater. There it is. So this is great, guys, because you can actually heat up 400 square feet in about 20 minutes. It's awesome for just taking that chill off inside this fifth wheel. Now let's head over to our dining and kitchen area here. So what you're going to see, guys, of course, freestanding table and chairs. I personally love the freestanding table and chairs over a dinette because you can easily get people comfortably sitting around here. Plus you have that extra leaf to pull out here, so you can slide your bar stools over and have everyone sitting at the same area. And not to mention bar stools, super cool addition to this floor plan. You know, if you want to have just sitting up here having some breakfast in the morning instead of having the whole table all pulled apart, you know, it's perfect to have that additional seating space. Now looking behind me here, big walk-in pantry, so there's tons of storage here. There is a motion sensor light actually inside that pantry as well too, which is super handy. And then just beside us we have the 8 cubic foot gas electric fridge optioned in for this particular floor plan. Now ROCKWOOD, you do also have the option of going with an 11 cubic foot 12 volt refrigerator. With this particular one we just wanted to switch it up a little bit, so we went back to that 8 cubic foot gas electric. Now a couple of things to point out when you're looking at a signature in comparison to an ultralight, which is nice in the kitchens. For an example, you can see we have an extra thick real solid surface countertop in here, so if you put a hot pan on there or, you know, drag a knife across it, you're not going to hurt it. Of course, all the cabinets in here are all real wood construction. You have hidden hinge style construction as well on your cabinet doors, and full ball bearing extension drawer glides on your drawers, but these now come with soft close, which is a nice upgrade for your signature lineup. Of course, stainless steel double sink there. We have a residential microwave, and of course 22-inch glass door oven with the 3-burner top above that as well too. So that pretty much wraps up this main area here, guys. Let's start heading up to the front and have a look at the bathroom and the bedroom. So on our way up to the bathroom and the bedroom here, what you're going to see below my feet is that central vac that you get with the signature floor plans. Super handy, so you don't have to worry about sweeping out your entire trailer. You can easily just vacuum everything up. Now I'll let you guys dive into the bathroom there. It is a little bit of a smaller space, so I'll let you guys go in there on your own. So what you're gonna see here is, of course, a sliding glass door shower with a seat. I love that they do a seamless countertop for your vanity here, because of course that's a countertop that's always getting wet. And then around the corner, maybe a little bit hard to see there for the cameraman, but you're also gonna find a foot flush toilet with a porcelain bowl as well, so nice and easy to keep clean, and it's of course going to last the full life of the trailer. And last but not least, just up in the ceiling there, you have that standard max air fan that comes with every single Rockwood product as a standard feature, which is really nice. Now follow me into the master bedroom here, guys. So beautiful bedroom, lots of space in here. As you can see, we have a king bed on the slide out here. Couple things to note: you have windows in your slide there, so you can get a nice cross breeze through here. And then there is even some additional storage underneath this bed as well. Now, one of the things I really like to point out on all Rockwoods is we talk a lot about aluminum structure in trailers in the sidewalls, but the unique thing with Rockwood is they even bring that aluminum structure to the interior of the trailer. So if you look underneath some of Rockwood's dinettes, or if you look underneath some of their bed structures like you can see here, you're also going to find that aluminum structure, which of course is a lot lighter but a lot stronger, so it's just built to last. You know, the quality of construction that we see out of a Rockwood is second to none. And that's why they're one of the most popular selling fiberglass coaches on the market right now. Now behind me, we also have this great walk-in style closet, and of course, like you can see here, we have washer and dryer prep for you. Those back shelves can actually be removed, so if you wanted to do a side-by-side unit in there instead of just that combination style, I believe you'd have enough space to actually do that, which is really nice. And then just at the foot of the bed here, we also have a nice little dresser. So there's tons of storage for everybody that's going to be staying in the fifth wheel, probably just the two of you, of course, up here, but you definitely shouldn't be running out of room for all of your clothing and everything like that. So that pretty much wraps up this Rockwood signature. I'm sure there was a couple things that I missed, but again, like I always say, more of a reason for you to come down and have a look yourselves. Let's jump over to our next fifth wheel in this segment.
Bold words from a bold man. Thanks, Ty, the RV guy. I'm going to lead you guys here. Behind me, I'm standing in front of the 2022 Cardinal 320 RLX with the full body paint. It is gorgeous, but before we dive into everything, I do want to introduce our special guest. I do have Russ Spencer here from Forest River. He's our Cardinal rep. He just flew in. His arms are tired. Give a round of applause.
Yeah. Mitch P, how you doing?
Hey, good.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.
Stunning.
It is unbelievably
It's my
gorgeous.
first view of it since I got here, so I'm absolutely blown away with this new color scheme that we've done this year for sure.
The thing that's blowing me away too is all of the new features. They're just gorgeous. You guys have done an amazing job.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, 2022 is a rebrand for us at Cardinal, so you're going to see some new badging on the outside and obviously our new full body paint colors, so we're really excited. This is our Scarlet Rose. We got Ming Blue and we got Smoky Mamba Black as well, so you'll be able to check that out online for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you take us through the construction on the Cardinal here? And,
absolutely.
We'll start there.
Fun. So up top, guys, on the roof, we are a 3/8 decking on there with a PVC roofing. So lifetime limited warranty on that PVC roofing. Less movement on the roof, so less chances of the seals cracking, less maintenance up there, less chalking down the sides, so it's going to keep this beautiful paint nice and beautiful for you over the years. As you come down, it is going to be a 2-inch vacuum bonded wall,
nice.
Okay, all the way around, including on our slide outs. So when you are looking at other product out there, the side walls, they are just a constructed wall. They are not vacuum bonded. There's very little structure in there. Yeah. So all of our slide outs, roof and side walls, vacuum bonded. Floors are a 1-inch manufactured plywood, okay? So no chances of any delamination or anything in the flooring. And our floor on the main floor is a 5/8 tongue and groove flooring, so no OSB, no chipboard,
nice.
No vacuum bonded flooring, so you can get those soft spots. Very structurally sound.
There you go.
On our luxury stuff, we're really excited. Our front caps are a fully painted cap. Our rear caps are a fiberglass painted cap as well, and they are fully laminated front and back walls with batted insulation in there as well. So a lot of insulation, a lot of structure, and really good for going down the road. When you get to the underneath side of our fifth wheel, we're really excited because.
Say that again.
Yeah, could you
we're
say
really
that
excited,
again,
Siri. We're really excited because we use the Road Armor underbelly. So
yeah.
what is that? That is 4x8 sheets of high impact ABS plastic, okay? Yeah. So you do not have that one piece corrugated cardboard that runs front to back. If you ever have to get into that underbelly, you have to cut through it. This guy, you cannot cut through this underbelly. It is very rigid. It is very structurally sound. It holds the insulation value. It holds your batted insulation in there. We do thermal foil all the way around our coach, including in our underbelly, and we do heat pads and heat tapes on all of our tanks.
Nice.
So extended season camping, right? Especially up here in Canada.
Definitely.
Boy, it's been cold up here over the last little bit. So it is going to allow you to get out to that -10, -15 temperature for sure, without any problems.
All right.
When you get into some more on the outside, we are a 6-point hydraulic auto level on the system, okay? So other side, push a button, this coach will level itself.
So you're telling me like I could pull up, open up a nice cold beverage and just press a button and it's going to do its thing?
Absolutely.
I'll buy 4.
Perfect. You can also do it right from the panel inside, so you can do it from your phone as well.
There you go.
All of our luxury product has the integrated Firefly system in it. So it is going to allow you to basically control the entire coach from your phone. So as you sit out here at your campsite, you can do your on-ins, your lights. Mama needs to run in and grab something, you can turn on the light for her and not even have to worry about her tripping or falling. Or
chivalry still exists.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Double awning on all of our product on the outsides. So we got you covered that way. All of our luxury is going to come standard with the exterior entertainment. So you are getting your TV and your exterior stereo as well.
That's awesome.
One thing I did forget over here, right, steps nice and easy on the strut assist for the luxuries, okay? So very easy to bring up and down. Moving on to our axles, 7,000-pound axles, okay, easy lube axles, so for maintenance wise you can get in there and do that. We run all G-rated tires on all of our products, so less chance of blowout, higher load ratings on there than some of the competition. As you move around, there's our beautiful rear cap we were talking about, with the 2-inch receiver on the back as well, so you can carry bikes, generator racks, whatever you need to carry there. You can do that. We do give you the full ladder on the luxury line so that you can get up there and inspect your roof and make sure everything's all good up there.
Nice. Bring you around back.
Are we going all the way around? Here's one really great feature, okay? So the roll-up power cord, okay? So push a button and your power cord is just going to roll up into the carrying place there, so a little bit easier. Don't have to carry around a 50.
Though, Russ, I've been moving those cords around all week. They are heavy, so that is a nice feature
right?
to have.
You guys have done lots of videos, so. One more thing on the outside, just your outside storage, right? There's your massive. This is the advantage of us being built on a Z-frame. So it is allowing for a massive front storage, okay? It's a 10-inch or a 12-inch frame on the back, a 10-inch frame on the front, and obviously it opens up this front and just gives you a massive amount of storage, 180 square feet. So you have all your tie-down points, all 4. You got the lights, you got your battery disconnect there, 110 plugs, and it is heated as well. So if you do have stuff in there that can't freeze, then you won't have any issues, right?
And all your plugins also, right? So all where your water would go.
Absolutely, yeah. On the other side, we have that docking station over there. We can show you that as well. Generator prep over here. Okay, so if you want to throw 5.5 Onan gen set in there, you can.
Yeah.
And then double battery storage as well. So we give you both battery boxes so you don't have to fight to get that second battery in there.
Nice.
Okay. And then over here is your docking station. So we make things really easy. We give you your full docking station here. So outside shower if you need. All your low level drain lines are in here. 10,000 gallon water filter. They are winterized in this, so the canister is not on there right now, but all your hot water bypasses all in one convenient location, right? And your hot water for the luxury is the tankless, so really endless hot water, right? You're gonna run out of hot water before you run out of hot water.
There you go.
So
I like that.
Yeah, let's move inside.
Yeah, let's take a step inside.
Largest door in the industry, 32 inch by 76.
Holy
so when
smokes.
you're carrying in coolers and that kind of jazz, you're not racking your knuckles on the sides.
Now, did they do that just for your shoulders?
Just for me, yeah, right. Good one. So welcome to the inside of our 320. For 2022, you are going to see the new colors for the cabinets. So we've really gone to lighten it up a little bit, but want to keep that two-tone residential look a little bit inside, right? So what do you think?
I think it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks modern. It looks like, I mean, at the end of the day, this is going to be your lake home. It's your home away from home, and you want to feel comfortable. You're going to be spending a lot of time there, and it just gives you that cozy feeling. It's awesome.
Thank you. I'm really happy to hear that. One of the great things we're doing this year is we've gone completely carpetless inside. So there is no more carpet on your slide outs in all of our product. Just makes it a real nice, seamless transition between the two floors, right?
Yeah.
Your buffet style dinette, so no posts underneath, and you have storage under all of your chairs. You get the two fold-up chairs as well. We've got them put away just for more space right now. So those will just sit in there, and you've got your flip-up counter if you got your other two, which is kind of nice to have. Theater seating in the corner there. Over here you've got your nice, little bit of a buffet to throw your Keurig and crock pots, and lots of storage. Nice seated glass in all of our cabinets, which is nice.
Pantry, right?
Pantry. Yeah, nice big pantry, right? With nice lights in it, so it's easy to see everything that you need.
Wow.
Just lots of storage. I find we've really, tried to utilize as much as of the storage as we possibly can, right? Mm-hmm. You guys bring in all of your product with the nice big
18 cube
gas electric fridge, right? So however you need to power it, this guy's going to keep your stuff cold, right? Which is nice, because a lot of stuff's going to 12 volt fridges or just residential, right? So I like to keep that 18 cube for sure.
We definitely look at the size of the sink.
So 60-40 split farm style sink, right? Just more residential again, right? Solid surface countertops with the high-rise pull-out faucet. It's nice that you're gonna see a lot of stuff that has just a single bowl. To me, I kind of like to have that second place to throw my stuff, right? So
let everything dry while you're washing. The one thing I love that you guys do an awesome job too is that it's all pretty much residential amenities, right?
A little bit of a chef kitchen kind of style,
right? Which is hugely important. Like you got a 4-burner gas grill. Look at the size of that oven.
Right, the oven is massive in this guy. So you can add, this is a residential size oven. So cooking a turkey is not a problem. You're throwing it in there.
120-pound turkey?
I wouldn't go 120, but I would go at least 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's cutting down the meat a bit, but hey, I'll take it.
Nice, beautiful 4-burner as well, right? So, and we give you lots of space here too, right? So it's not so tight in there. With the microwave being above. This is a 30-inch over-the-range convection microwave. So you can bake a pie in that in like 5-6 minutes. Done. Boom. Apple pie on the campsite.
Ready to go.
Right? Right behind you there, Mitch. Nice big 40-inch fireplace there. 5,000 BTU on there, so it's going to heat the coach. So you can feel the heat coming off of it right now. And if you don't want to have the heat, you can just have the flame as well. A little bit of ambiance for the people that are in your coach.
There you go.
50-inch standard TV in the main areas, right? In all of our Cardinal luxuries. Just more space for any of your gaming systems, DVDs, whatever you're throwing in there now, right?
Wow.
We try to give you convenience items everywhere in the coach. So 110 plugs, 12-volt plugs in the bottom there by your couch, so that you're charging stuff. All of our shades and all of our product are roller shades. Okay, so you have the day shade and you have the night shade, right? But we try to utilize as much windows as we can. Brand new lighting package in Cardinal this year, so you'll see all of the wall sconks there, and the pendant lights that we're doing up top there, which is nice.
The one thing I wanted to point out, Russ, maybe you could talk about, is the air conditioning system on this coach.
Yeah, so this is this guy's actually got 3 ACs on it. Due to the Firefly system that we're running here, you can actually separate each zone. Wow. So there's 3 zones, and you'll see there's little sensors everywhere in the walls, right? So each zone is recording onto this Firefly system, right? But this is a racetrack system of air conditioning, so basically it's circulating the entire coach, but you're gonna have 3 compressors running it. So it's gonna be like an ice box in this boy when,
there you go.
when it's hot out, right?
Well, so a lot of people are bringing these down south into Arizona,
absolutely,
the desert. You're gonna need it, and wow, that's amazing.
Here's that Firefly system I was kind of telling you about. If you want to just shoot in on this, I don't know if you can, but you know, if you go to HVAC, you can see all 3 systems. All 3 are registering at what temperature. You can separate each zone. You can turn off each zone. It's just a lot user-friendly, a lot more user-friendly than what the previous systems were, for sure. When you go to slides, you can see all of your slides. Really, really great stuff. As we come up into the bathroom here, you'll be able to see one-piece full fiberglass shower, metal sinks, porcelain toilets, nice big bladed fantastic fan up top, which is awesome. And then obviously into your bedroom. Some really cool things that we're doing this year is above the bed, we've found some new valances, nice solid hardwood valances. You can keep a book up there, your drinks, alarm clocks, CPAP machines. We're running 110 volt plugs down both sides of your bed. Okay, so if you have a CPAP machine, you can plug it in and not have any worries about where you need to do that. Alarm clocks, that kind of stuff, it's down both sides of the bed. One really great thing, because we're built on that Z frame, this is allowing for a full walk-in front closet. You can see the 3 rods we got, plus the shelving storage in there as well. It is a flush floor in there, so you can slide your Rubbermaids, that kind of jazz, into there. Washer dryer prep on this side. We separate our plugs, so they're 220 amp plugs in there, so that you can run both machines at the same time and not have to worry about anything. Standard 32-inch TV up here in your bedrooms, and nice large dressers that we give you as well, with the bench, so that you can sit down, have a seat, put your shoes on. You'll see underneath our beds, we are all nicely trimmed out, so it is, you know, it's not just bare wood or, you know, just a space to drop stuff in. It's, you know, it's actually constructed like we care, right? So, as I'm coming down over here, we're gonna move on to the Cedar Creek now, and Tyler's gonna take you guys through that Cedar Creek. And thank you so much for having me here in the Cardinal. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by and taking us through the all-new Cardinal here.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, and the last fifth wheel that we're going to be featuring in our luxury and fifth wheel segment here is going to be the Cedar Creek 371 FL. This floor plan features a beautiful front living room. You're also going to see a mid kitchen here, and then a beautiful rear bedroom with a nice big bathroom that we'll have a look at as well. Now, the first thing I want to dive in with you guys on this particular brand here is, of course, the construction, because what we're seeing here is a lot different than what we've seen with the Rockwood and the Cardinal. So with Cedar Creek, a very unique part to their design is they have it's called I like to call it almost a hand-built frame, because what they're doing here is it's an aluminum truss stud in behind this fiberglass here, and what they do is they actually glue and screw all the studs in place instead of welding it together. And the big advantages you have with that is it's actually going to allow for a little bit of flexing and bending within that frame, which actually makes it stronger the longer that you use it. Also in behind that fiberglass, we're going to see a batten insulation, which is a little bit thicker than some of that block foam you may find. And this also has a true gel coat exterior fiberglass. So when the last two fifth wheels that we looked at, those were both vacuum bonded products. So a big difference here is this is a true gel coat fiberglass. So it's a thicker fiberglass with a heavier gel coat to it. So it's going to withstand, the sun beating down on it over the years and helping keep its color and looking great for all of the years that you use it. Now, let's dive into a couple really cool features. For an example, if we look at the very front of this fifth wheel, first thing I'll point out is that big, massive air ride hitch by Trail Air. This is probably the best hitch that you can have on the front of your fifth wheel, and the reason why I say that is because you can see here there's actually an airbag in between the actual hitch and the part that connects to the trailer, and there's even a gas strut too. And what this is designed to do is take away that chucking motion, that front and back motion that you feel in your vehicle, and help reduce the bounciness as well, so you get that nice smooth travel going down the highway. Now, of course, above me, and just like you've seen in all of our other fifth wheels here, this does have that fiberglass molded cap on the front, which is designed to protect the seals around all the edges there as well. And moving our way back, you'll see there's a massive front storage compartment there too. And the one thing you're going to notice with this floor plan is there's absolutely no shortage of storage on the inside or the outside of the fifth wheel. Now, before we keep moving along, around the opposite side of the trailer, which I won't be able to show you today, you'll be able to find your full docking station, which is very similar to what we've seen in the Cardinal and the Rockwood. And it also has a full power reel for the 50 amp cord built into this storage compartment up in the front here, which is really handy. Of course, like you've seen Russ showing us in that Cardinal there, you can easily wind up that 50 amp power cord. Now, as we work our way along, a couple things to point out. You're also going to have that 6-point hydraulic auto leveling system on this fifth wheel. So once you get it into that campsite, again, it's that one push of a button. It sets the whole thing up for you. You don't have to worry about it. All of our slide outs on the Cedar Creek are going to be operated by a hydraulic pump system as well. So your big advantage with hydraulics in your fifth wheel instead of electronic motors is, of course, they're faster, they're quieter, and they're a lot more heavy duty as well too. So what we're talking about, the construction components and things like that, one of the very nice things that you find with the Cedar Creek is how they build the floors. So like we mentioned in the Rockwood, like we mentioned in the Cardinal, this also uses that 5/8 tongue and groove plywood, and there's a reason why they use it in your fifth wheel is because it's the same type of stuff they use in your home. It's the strongest thing you can build a floor with. So that's what you want to have, especially when you're looking at a luxury end fifth wheel like this. While we look across the fifth wheel, you're going to see, of course, your exterior windows here are those frameless bonded windows like we mentioned in the Cedar Creek, and of course your Rockwood as well. And again, big advantages to that is it's protecting the seals around the edges, and of course you can use them in the rain because they come out from the bottom side. So if you out for the day and it's raining outside, you don't have to worry about that water getting inside your fifth wheel. Now, as we're moving along, let's jump right to the back here, and like you can see above my head, we have two massive awnings. The entire side of this fifth wheel is almost covered in full canopy, and of course these are full powered awnings. You can control these right from inside your fifth wheel, or you can also control it from outside as well, right from your cell phone. And there's a really cool device inside this fifth wheel, like Russ mentioned in the Cardinal as well, where you've seen that Firefly system. We're also going to see that inside the Cedar Creek, which I'll take you through in just a second here. Now, working our way back, this is one of the big components to this 371 FL Cedar Creek here is the amount of storage on the exterior, like I was mentioning before. So like you can see, with this storage door open, we have a clean view right to the other side of this fifth wheel. there is immense amounts of storage in here. Of course, we have metal slam latches on all of our baggage doors here. We have magnets as well too, so it's keeping everything upright, nice and easy for you. And of course, the metal slam latches are going to last the test of time for this fifth wheel as well. Outside speakers, of course, and as we work our way along to the back here, a ladder to get up onto your fully walkable roof. Couple things to point out here while we're looking at the back of the fifth wheel. Like you can see up at the very top there, this actually does come with a backup camera for you. This is an additional option that we've decided to put on this particular fifth wheel, and one of the nice things is you can actually option in a side view camera system as well, along with a door camera. So if you decide to take this fifth wheel out to a seasonal destination and just leave it out there, you can actually set up your own little security system, if you will, with this particular fifth wheel. It's super handy little touch. Now just below that, of course, you can see this massive open area. They've completely stretched this out, stretched this open almost the full width of the fifth wheel. They've even reduced it down into the frame a bit there, so you have tons of extra space. This is a great fifth wheel, you know, if you want to leave it at a campsite and have this beautiful home away from home, or if you want to have that beautiful home away from home and jump to different campsites, you know, here or there, you're going to be able to take all of those things that you need for those long camping trips in this floor plan. Now let's head our way around to the front there. Now while we're walking up to the front here, a couple of things that I want to just quickly touch on is of course the tires here. So what we're going to see is these tires are actually also supported by that TST system. So this is the same onboard tire pressure monitoring system that we've seen in ROCKWOOD. So you're going to be able to monitor your temperature of the tires, and you're also going to be able to monitor the pressure of them while you're going down the highway. So of course nice and safe. And this does also have that road armor bushing in between there, which is of course eliminating any metal on metal contact on your leaf spring suspension, so it's just making for a much smoother and quieter ride. Now just before we head in there, underneath this fifth wheel, we're also going to see of course a full enclosed underbelly. And what Cedar Creek also does, and the same thing as Cardinal, is they use that full enclosed underbelly, but it's also that plastic, I forgot the word for it now, but it's a plastic paneling system that they use instead of just the Coroplast. So big benefits with that, of course, guys, is we don't have to be cutting holes into your underbelly if there is servicing needed, plus it's a lot stronger. Now let's head inside. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the R values with this particular brand. Cedar Creek is really well known for the amount of insulation that they can pack into their fifth wheels. So for an example, what we're going to see is an R value of 40 up in the ceiling of this coach, and we're also going to see an R value of 45 in the floor. These are the largest R values available in the industry for this size and category of fifth wheel. So if you're looking at doing that extended season camping into the winter time, possibly even too, or even if you're down in Arizona and you're in the really high heat, you know, this is going to help keep the climate well inside this fifth wheel, and keep things from freezing up as well too. So like you can see, I'm standing inside the kitchen now of the 371 FL. Couple of things to point out right off the bat here. Absolutely beautiful decors on the inside here. You know, the fit and finish is really nice. Like what we're going to see here on all of our cabinets, these are all true solid wood cabinets. You know, when we look at the pantry here, we also have a nice sliding drawer style pantry, and like you may have seen in our other videos, or some of my other videos as well, I love how they set up the pantry with the drawer here and the plug-in in the back. Say if you wanted to put your Keurig in here, plug in your coffee maker, take it out, make yourself a coffee, and then when you're done with it, just slide it away. You know, you don't even have to leave it out in your counter space, which of course would be just taking up that room that you may need for something else, right? Now, while we're looking at the appliances in this kitchen, of course, you're going to see the Insignia collection here. So what we have is that 4-burner residential style oven and stove. And look at the size of this oven, guys. You may have seen it also in our Cedar Creek destination video there. But if you guys wanted to do that, you know, Thanksgiving weekend or something like that, you can easily get a turkey in here. Of course, residential size microwave. And when we look over at the fridge here, guys, this is a really cool fridge because it's about the same size as a you know, a residential fully electric fridge, but the secret with this is it's actually gas and electric. So if you don't necessarily have power at your campsite, you can still operate this on propane, and it's 18 cubic feet. So there's tons and tons of space for all that food that you're going to need for long trips, or if you got the whole family out for the weekend or something like that, you're not going to have any shortage of freezer space or fridge space. Now, while we look over here at the little breakfast nook area is what I like to call it, or little nook, I guess, you'll see they also include that box for your backup camera. This is going to be that display here for you for your tire pressure monitoring system. So like I mentioned, this goes directly inside your vehicle and it'll tell you the temperature and pressure of those tires. And of course, look at all this extra space and just the craftsmanship behind here. You know, we have hidden hinge style construction. If you pull open the drawers here, we have full ball bearing extension drawer glides. They're going to have real plywood on the inside of here. So it's all really well put together, and of course the solid surface countertops. Now, just before we move to a different section of the fifth wheel, I want to show you one of the options that you have for the kitchen area of this particular floor plan. So for an example, if you were to order a 371 FL from us here at Rangeland, this particular floor plan gives you the option of either having, which we have here is the walk-in full pantry, or you can actually transition this into a secondary half bath. It's really cool, and that would actually explain why there's an additional max air fan within this pantry. A lot of people always ask us, you know, why would they put that fan in here? And say, well, you know, if you wanted to have that additional bathroom, you absolutely can do that. But just really, really cool to see, you know, options like that for different styles of floor plans. Now, I'll get you guys to spin around here and you'll be able to see the table. Now, while we're looking at this table area here, of course, I have to point out, I love the way that they've positioned the windows in here. So if you sit down in the morning and you're having your morning coffee or breakfast or whichever, you're looking directly in your campsite. Almost all the windows of this trailer are going to be pointing directly to your side of the campground, which is really, really important. So you're not always staring at your neighbors. Now, with these windows, of course, they are insulated windows. So these are dual paned. So again, going back to that, if you're wanting to do that early season, late season style camping, you're equipped to do so in this particular trailer here. Of course, freestanding table and chairs, which you may already know I'm a big fan of, instead of the booth style dinette, because you can get much more people around here. And then of course day and night roller shades as well too, so you can really adjust the amount of light that you want to have inside the fifth wheel. Now let's move upstairs into the bedroom. So as we're coming up into the bedroom here, guys, you're going to notice on the wall there's actually an onboard solar panel for this coach, which is an optional feature as well that you can get through Cedar Creek. And then just beside me here, additional cupboard space. Like I mentioned when we were outside this fifth wheel, there's absolutely no lack of storage whatsoever inside or outside. This could even operate as a coat closet, as you can see here. And then of course, moving into our bedroom here, you're gonna have a his and hers wardrobe. I love that. It's such a cool idea. You know, each having your own stuff on either side. Lots of drawers here, of course, underneath. And then we have this big king bed on the slide out, which is very, very comfortable. And Cedar Creek does also give you the option of upgrading the mattress. So if you wanted to go, you know, with their standard king mattress, you can, or you can also upgrade to a luxury style king mattress for that little bit of extra comfort. Just in the corner there, there's something that I want to show you, which is really cool, and that's what is called a cadet style heater. So your big benefits with this, guys, is of course it's a small space heater to help heat up the bedroom here for you. And you'll see once we work our way to the front there, you also have that fireplace which puts out a little bit of additional dry heat. So if you're not wanting to kick that furnace on, both these little heaters are going to help bring up the temperature inside your fifth wheel for you. Now, just above our head here, you may be able to see it, but with the air conditioning style that Cedar Creek uses, this is also a whisper quiet AC, and you do have the option of going with a dual air conditioner. These are standard dual ACs, and the big benefits with this is they're not just a standard air conditioning unit where, you know, you turn it on and they're droning and they're super, super loud and you just can't hear anybody inside the fifth wheel. These are super quiet. So the way that I'm actually talking to you guys right now is actually louder than how that air conditioning runs. All right, so now that we're inside the bathroom here, the first thing you may notice is complete color change. So it's really, really cool how they actually have like a white cabinet here instead of the traditional cabinets that you've seen throughout the rest of the fifth wheel. Just gives you a little bit more modern spin on the fifth wheel. Tons and tons of storage space in here. Solid surface countertops, which I love to see in bathrooms because, hey, this is probably the place where it's usually getting all that messy water around everywhere. And of course, a seamless sink and countertop. This is actually all one solid piece here, guys. So of course, if you're making a mess around this area, it's not going to hurt anything. Now, in behind me here, we have a nice sliding glass door shower. This is a one-piece shower with a seat in here as well. And I had a customer the other day actually comment and say, I'm surprised with the amount of height that they have in this bathroom, especially with the amount of basement storage in here. And like I mentioned, guys, I'm 6 feet tall. I can easily stand in this bathroom here. I have ample amounts of headroom, so if you're a really tall person, you're going to feel really comfortable within this fifth wheel, especially in this bathroom as well too. Now just beside the shower here, I can slide this door open here for you, and what you're going to see, of course, is a nice area for a washer and dryer. And another thing to mention here, guys, is you don't have to be stuck with just that combination unit. I think you should have enough space in here to have that dual stackable. So they work a little bit better than that combination, which is really nice to see. And then of course a little cabinet up above to put, you know, your bounce sheets or detergents and things like that. Now let's work our way up to the front here, and I'll show you probably the best part about this fifth wheel, and that's the front living. As we work our way across, you're going to see down below here we have a sweep vac and of course your central vac input, and they actually provide you with the hoses, and they even give you a couple different attachments for the hoses. So you have a carpet attachment, you also have a you know, like the hardwood floor attachment style, so it's really nice to see that those little extra things have been just thrown in for you. Now beside me here, this is that wonderful Firefly system. I absolutely love this. I've been waiting for the industry to start providing us with some better technology for these trailers, and this is really it. You can pair your cell phone up to your trailer and pretty much control absolutely everything, and we're talking about individual light switches to, you know, turning on just the lights in this area or outside or wherever it may be, controlling your slide outs, controlling your leveling, controlling your awnings, and even the detail it goes into with controlling your HVAC system as well too. You can switch from heat, hot or cold right from one central area. You can see all your tank levels in here to a precise level. We're not just looking at 4 dials anymore, so it's way more in depth, and I'd love to see that kind of stuff. Let's head upstairs. So this is the front living room of the 371 front living room. FL is essentially what that stands for. And what you're going to see, of course, big window up in the front, which is nice. And you're probably wondering, you know, where's the TV? One of the really cool features with this particular floor plan is if I push this button here, we don't actually have a TV in this one, but you can see there'd be one that would rise right up out of there for you. Just super cool. And of course, beside it here, we're going to have that King Wi-Fi router, which comes standard with all of Cedar Creek's products. Nice thing with this, guys, is of course it's easily upgradable, where you can go to King's website, you can buy the adapter piece that goes on the roof, and you can turn this whole thing into a modem. As it is right now, it works as an amazing booster. So if you're at a campsite, you can connect to the internet there through your King, and it'll boost it into your fifth wheel, so you have that high-speed internet right on the go. Now, like I mentioned, there's that fireplace for you, which is putting out that additional heat for you, and of course your entertainment unit, which is going to operate as a CD, DVD player, AM, FM, and Bluetooth controlled as well too. On either side of me here, we're going to have nice pull-out couches, so if you do have some guests that are going to stay with you, you can pull these out. And what I've even seen people do in the past is put a hanging bar across this whole area. You can curtain it off and turn it into its own guest room, which is really handy. And then I'll get you guys to spin around here and you'll be able to see the theater style couch. And it's kind of funny, but it's such a little detail that makes a huge difference. But if I sit down in this chair, most of the times what's going to happen, if I reach down here to extend the leg out, my legs are going to come out. But you'll see if I reach down here, it's actually going to extend the person beside me. And the reason for them doing that is so that you can actually reach inside here, you can comfortably extend your legs out. It's a good little thing that they thought of there that I thought I'd point out to you guys. Of course, a little bit of extra storage, and just an overall super comfortable chair to sit in. So that pretty much wraps everything up in our fifth wheel segment here, guys. Thanks again for watching. You know, I'm sure there's some stuff that we missed going through all these videos, but again, like I always say, more of a reason for you guys to come down here, have a look yourselves. Let us take you through a couple of these fifth wheels. Let us get your opinions on what maybe works best for you. And yeah, maybe we can find something for you to go out camping in this summer. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'm Ty the RV Guy, and happy camping.